Other preseason thoughts. Jared Goff looks like a completely different guy. I mean, Jared Goff and Sean McVay, it's so nice to see Jared Goff getting rid of the football, making easy decisions. Now, a lot could be attributed to how porous the Oakland Raiders secondary is. Just looking at the Oakland Raiders secondary, you have guys like Travis Carey, guys like Sean Smith out there, guys like Carl Joseph, who's known more as a hitter than he is as a deep safety. Reggie Nelson, Corey James. This Oakland Raiders defense is really, really concerning, and Jared Goff completely toasted this defense along with wide receiver number 18, Cooper Kupp. Sensational player out of Washington, out of Eastern Washington, the Red Eagles there, the Eastern Washington Eagles. Cooper Kupp today, guys. I mean, this guy was able to get open. Guy was reliable, making catches. Guy was super efficient. And the guy is a tremendous route runner, really sure-handed guy. And Sean McVay, if there was one coach, I've been saying this for a long time, if there's one coach in the NFL that I'd want to play for out of everyone in this league, it is Sean McVay. This guy's like a quarterback whisperer. He got Kirk Cousins paid $26 million. The guy was sensational with the Redskins. Play action fakes, utilizing Jordan Reed, utilizing the speed of Deshaun Jackson, making Pierre Garçon a fantastic receiver, and taking Kirk Cousins and getting him making quick decisions with the football. The guy has coached Jay Gruden for a long time, offensive guru, really simplifies things from a quarterback perspective. Wants quarterbacks to just play and not think too much. And Sean McVay, he knows exactly what he is doing. And for Jared Goff, another young kid, Sean McVay is very structured. He's not a freelance quarterback coach. You're not dealing with guys like Rick Dennison in Buffalo. You're not dealing with the guys in Jacksonville, because both Tyrod Taylor and Blake Bortles are regressing and are not receiving the proper instruction. You're not dealing with the Jets offensive coordinators that I've just have mentioned. You're dealing with a guru, a genius. You're dealing with Matt Cavanaugh. You're dealing with complete and total offensive studs. Then you have Wade Phillips, one of the nicest, kindest guys in the entire NFL, a guy that won a Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos, has been coaching his whole life. His father, Bum Phillips, was a tremendous coach. Did some good things with the Dallas Cowboys, but with that Denver Broncos defense the last couple of years with Kubiak, that was some of Wade Phillips' best work ever. So now you have Wade Phillips. The defense is certainly a concern. You have Aaron Donald still holding out. Your linebacking core, Alec Ogletree, Mark Barron is not even playing in the secondary. You traded one of your top cornerbacks to the Buffalo Bills, I believe Grimes. But looking, at this Los Angeles Rams roster, I mean, you have weapons, Pharaoh Cooper, Tavon Austin, Sammy Watkins, and Woods. But Cooper Kupp is really the shining star. I mean, they got him on a play-action 40-yard touchdown. Kupp was dominating the game. He also recovered a fumble last week for a score. He's playing very, very well. The offensive line, guys, really, I love the pass protection. You have Rob Havenstein, Jamin Brown, Sullivan, and Andrew Whitworth there at left tackle. It's great having a veteran presence like Andrew Whitworth on this team. It's also nice having Connor Barwin. This defense is a long way away. I like Tremaine Johnson at cornerback. But Kavion Webster, Troy Hill at your right cornerback slot, I don't think that's going to cut it. Your linebacking core is decent. Could this Rams team make a push in the NFC West. Unfortunately, I think that that's one of the best divisions in football. You looked last night at Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman. The Legion of Boom seems to be back. Thomas Rawls, Eddie Lacy. Now, Seattle did lose George Fant the other day, left tackle, so Ethan Pochis is going to have to come in from LSU and play tackle now that George Fant torn ACL out for the season. But you look at how talented the Cardinals are defensively. I mean, Carlos Dansby, Chandler Jones, I think probably the best secondary in all of football. Patrick Peterson, they add Budda Baker, Patrick Peterson, Tyrann Mathieu, Justin Bethel, Antoine Buffet. I mean, those are all veterans, all Pro Bowlers, all superstars on that side of the football. So Arizona with Carson Palmer, with Fitz, with John Brown, David Johnson, that's a team that I expect to be much, much better. They're one of my playoff contenders. And then you have what I think is one of the more interesting directions is you have San Francisco, who I believe has a lot of defensive talent but no offensive talent. And now you have Sean McVay taking Jared Goff and getting the most out of his ability. So Kyle Shanahan, I believe Kyle Shanahan is also, him and John Lynch killed it in the draft. Now, Brian Hoyer and that team had a lot of turnovers tonight. Pretty poor performance. I believe C.J. Beathard might even win that starting quarterback job. We'll get to that even more. But the Rams, I'm really encouraged by what I see. I mean, to see them putting up points like this, the days of Jeff Fisher and apathy are gone. If Jeff Fisher was there another year, Jared Goff would never progress. You know, Jared Goff, very easygoing character. And I believe that Jared can work hard, but it's clear that Sean McVay, he could just connect with guys. You know, you just see the culture changing in Los Angeles. Guys want to stay after practice now with Sean McVay. Gerald Everett, how about that find from South Alabama? Add him with Tyler Higbee. And now you're talking about tight ends that are very versatile. Will Todd Gurley, a guy that had a tremendous rookie season, a guy that expected a whole lot and was very discontent, you know, calling this a high school offense. I believe Todd Gurley was even a little pissed off last year, you know, with how things were going. And I don't know if he got big-headed or not, but running and just getting smashed and having your offensive line just deal you to the wolves all the time, a lot of it was offensive line, and that's going to shake the guy's confidence. But now with McVay, it's a culture change. It's going fantastic. I couldn't be more pleased with the transition of the Los Angeles Rams. Les Snead going ahead and getting Cooper Kupp, working with Sean McVay. This is huge for Les Snead because Les Snead has been there since the St. Louis days. He even had that haul of draft picks from the Redskins with the RG3 deal, and he drafted that guy, Greg Robinson, who I don't even believe is on the team anymore. I believe that might have been a top 5 pick and miss. So Les Snead, you know, Mark Barron, I believe, was maybe a top 10 pick. Les Snead, you know, really needs to bank in on this season. But for Jared Goff, incredibly successful, looks like a completely different guy, decisive, making quick throws, making wonderful decisions. Incredible performance tonight, moving the football. Extremely, extremely pleased. And want to see him do it against even more challenging of a defense next